step in the ring, it's NXT time. D-Walk on the mic, gonna blow your mind. We bring the energy, the crowds go wild. We stay on top, we never back down. We break the boundaries, push the limits. NXT wrestling, we the epitome of brilliance. From the mat to the mic, we bring the fire. D-Walk's the name, I'm the rhyme supplier.
In a squared circle, we wrestle with passion, heart and dedication. That's our ultimate fashion. Rise to the top, we dominate the game. NXT superstars, we won't be the same.
In the squared circle, we wrestle with passion, heart and dedication. That's our ultimate fashion. We rise to the top, we dominate the game. NXT superstars, we won't be the same.
Yo, what is going on? This is NXT Time with your boy D-Walk. We're here to talk about NXT. We got a special guest in the building. Damn. What's your name again, bro? I forgot.
And today's 33.
Go ahead, tell your description and everything. Tell us about you. What should we know about you? Go ahead.
All right. I'm also on YouTube and EOD 33 Wrestling Hub. So I do live streams of Monday Night Raw, NXT. These guys step in and been in the chat and everything. So asked me to participate tonight. So that's why I'm here.
I'm glad you came on, bro. Like I said, I checked you out yesterday. Hey, I was like, man, we got to have this dude on here. My bad for getting your name, but I'm just getting excited and overwhelmed and stuff. But thank you for coming on. And then I got my partner, Mr. Joe BNCO. How you doing tonight?
Doing good, D-Walk. And yeah, I was in your chat last night, EOD.
Yeah.
I was trying to light up your chat a little bit.
Yeah.
Talk about NXT a little bit because a lot of stuff was happening.
And then we got the one, the only, Kane the Destroyer.
What's going on, man? Let's get this thing popping. Let's talk about some motherfucking NXT, dog.
Motherfucking NXT. What we starting off at? We gonna start off. Where we gonna start off at? We starting off the first match, right?
Start off at the tippy.
Start at the tippy toe. How and that's how Pootie Tang said. Tippy toe.
Shout out to
Shout out to. Hey, EOD, go ahead. Start it off. Kick it off for us.
All right. You were talking about the first match or the first thing that happened? All right.
First thing that happened.
First thing that happened. We had.
What happened?
Oh, okay. First thing that happened, we had the No Quarter Catch crew come out, and basically they had to introduce the number one contender because let's be honest, we kind of know who he is, but we don't know who he is at the same time. So they had to give him something. He came out dressed like Randy Orton back in Evolution, cut himself a nice little promo. Kind of. It was a good first attempt at a promo, I guess. Basically, he was letting everybody know. If y'all didn't know, Miles Bourne is actually partially deaf. So he was letting everybody know he cut a nice little babyface promo about how he's doing it. He wanted to be judged on his ability, not his disability. And I was upset because I'm like, it was a great promo. But he's going to let everybody with a disability down. I am a disabled vet. He's going to let me down because Obafemi is going to whoop that ass. But other than that, that's the first thing that happened on the show for the most part.
My question is that how's Lisp and Larry going to hear the 3 count if he's partially deaf?
Maybe he's going to feel the vibration on the mat. I don't know.
How's he going to hear the referee counting them out?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Screw you, man. He's going to have to look for the referee signals.
Hey, he don't even need to win no belt though. He got the best trophy, all of them. Stephanie Van Kier. I'm jealous.
For a limited time only.
Hey, as long as it only take one time to get her pregnant.
Wow.
One time.
You're going to mess up her career before it gets started, man.
We don't want Stephanie on the bench, man. We don't want her on the bench.
Hey,
she used to be
if I was him, I'm poking like 5,500 holes in the rubber.
Not 5,500.
5,500.
Do you sit there and count 5,500
Yeah,
holes?
I would for that one.
D-Walk's going to turn his condoms into sprinklers.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
because you know, once you get them pregnant, they yours forever.
I heard that.
But anyway, I can't take Miles Bourne seriously. I cannot take him seriously.
But they would
see
have.
that.
He's not a bad wrestler. I just can't take him seriously, especially as a singles competition competitor. I can't take him seriously. He needs somebody who can do the promos for him, so he can just wrestle.
Just wrestle, yeah.
So he needs his own Paul Heyman.
Yes, he needs a Paul Heyman.
Oh,
He needs a
damn.
Paul Heyman. I think a Paul Heyman would help us there a lot.
Damn.
With this
I
guy,
was going to say names.
I don't know, man. With this guy, nothing really stands out to me with him, though, man. I don't know. It could be me.
No, you're right.
Nothing really stands out to him.
He's Timu Randy Orton. He's Timu Randy Orton.
Baby Randy. That's Baby Randy's what they call him. You notice he's got the moveset.
It's like
now.
this episode. It reminds me of the episode of Family Guy when Stu was making clones, and then all the clones started having mental retardation effects and stuff, and different birth defects.
Yeah.
Miles Bourne's Randy Orton is half deaf with a lisp.
Oh, man.
He came off the clone a little bit messed up.
Dude. Bruh. Yep.
It's the Family Guy episode.
Yeah, but I mean, to me, like I said, nothing really stand out for this guy. It was just like a guy that they got an opportunity. They kind of just threw him in out there, be like, okay, you're going to win this, and we're going to see how it goes from here.
Right.
But they kind of did the same thing with Eddie Thorpe a little bit, but now they got rid of Eddie Thorpe. It looked like they're doing the same thing with Eddie Thorpe to Miles Bourne. To me, that's what it looks like. It's like, hey, I could have just kept Eddie Thorpe and did the same thing, I guess, but you know.
That's for real. That's for real. But okay. Are we gonna skip the fact that All Ego interrupted the whole little shebang bang? Whatever the hell they had going on.
I think Ethan Page said everything that Joe wanted to say. Was what Ethan Page said in the ring last night. So
go ahead, Joe.
I get along
the
with
floor is yours.
I get along with the heels well, you know, and he
But
has
he's
a
a
point.
heel.
You know, All Ego made good points. He is a former champion. He's someone relatable as far as like to the people and stuff in a way. And he should have a title shot. So he was
more of
trying
a
to
chance of
earn
a
that.
title shot. Yeah, more of a title shot than him. Like you said, 1,000,001 chance, and that's basically what it was. Because everyone that went into that match last week, the Battle Royal, no one thought Miles Bourne was going to win. Even when he was the third person still left in the ring, everyone thought it was going to be between Shawn Spears and Ethan Page. No one didn't think he was going to win that match. So I was like shocked. I was like, was that botch or was that supposed to happen?
You know what? Maybe it was a botch.
Hey, I was just happy he won Javon Evans.
Hell,
Mr. Bouncy.
Mr. Bouncy.
Man,
Somebody, they just need to take his phone away from him.
Oh yeah, we
Making
need to
all
talk
the dumb
about that.
comments. All right. But first match, we got Obafemi versus Charlie Dempsey. What y'all think about that match?
Rico son.
I was
That match was better than I
disappointed.
thought. I thought it was better than it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was actually pretty decent.
I wanted to see more from Dempsey though. Charlie Dempsey deserves to be able to show us more.
He was doing this thing up in NXT UK. He was doing this thing there. Yeah. Do NXT UK still exist?
No.
Okay.
It got folded in. It got folded into that regular NXT.
But there's supposed to be rebranding into NXT Europe. Eventually. That's Triple H's baby plan where he wants to get into Europe. to cover the whole continent. Not
Okay,
just,
that'll be interesting. I mean,
then-
overall, it was a pretty decent match for what it was. I mean, it was decent. That's all I can say.
right.
You kind of already knew who was going to win,
Yeah.
and Charlie, he did his thing. He did what he can do, but he kind of left more to desire because I felt like by him having this opportunity to go against the big dog, well, the NXT big dog, he should have been a little more Charlie. I don't know if that makes sense, but I think he should have just really showed his ass.
Yeah. I think him losing and him being a leader that hurt.
Yeah.
I would like to see Charlie go on his own as a heel and have his dad as his manager.
Oh man, that would be
great.
nasty.
Slipping him the knucks all the time, sitting outside of the ring, slipping him the brass knucks during every match.
That would be nasty.
Cause you see, he got potential. I mean, like he could wrestle just like his dad. And William Rico was a good technical wrestler. You see how he was having Obafemi down on the ground. He got a lot of potential.
Well, that's why I thought it was a kind of a good match because one, Obafemi, as big as he is, no one's really wrestled him like that before. That's why it was like surprising the match was even long that. But you couldn't see Dempsey do too much because he is Obafemi and everything. But that's why I'm like, it was a good showing and everything. But Dempsey's had like better matches. But you can't do too much because it is the NXT champion. You knew he was going to win.
Yeah.
I feel like they were.
I totally agree.
I feel like they were trying to mimic Regal and Goldberg again from WCW.
Oh wow!
Yeah, because you remember William Regal embarrassed Goldberg ass, and then he got fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because they told him in the back to do it. They told him in the back, like, this dude head too big. Put him down some. And he did that and got fired.
He got humbled like a motherfucker.
Man.
They wanted a reason to fire him, so they were like, "Yeah, go do this. Go do that."
See, I wish they would have made Rico wrestle Goldberg after he kicked Bret Hart in the head.
Boy.
Goldberg career wouldn't even have no career.
I was really hoping to see Regal's son do what he said. I want to see where they could take his direction of his character, but I don't think the No Quarter Catch Crew is going to be a group any much longer.
No.
Yeah, they're already fracturing already. And
Yeah.
And the way WWE releases people, they might just start releasing people out the North Quarter Catch Crew.
Man,
they've
for
done it
real.
before. And he was good. What was his name? Kemp. He was actually good. It was like, and then they just let him go. Actually, his brother letting his brother go, but he actually got over. He got in because of his brother, but he actually made a name for himself in NXT, and then all of a sudden, he's out. So
man, you put Kemp with the one guy, the other guy's in No Quarter Catch Crew.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
The one that went to Japan.
Yeah,
Tavion Heights.
Yeah. Yep, Tavion Heights.
He got better than you.
Tavion Heights. That would have been a badass tag team.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't got better since he came back from Japan. New Japan.
That just goes to prove my point, what I've always said, that they need to send wrestlers to Japan for 6 months and then have them come back. Let them wrestle. Send them to Mexico for 6 months, Japan 6 months. Have them take a year tour away from the States. 6 months in Japan, 6 months in Mexico, and then you come back to the States to wrestle again. Then they'll have American, Japanese, and Mexican wrestling, and they'll have that knowledge of the product from the different countries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, but only in the perfect world.
You will mute your mic when you're not talking.
Oh. All right.
Read the comments. You too loud.
I don't know how, but just don't go to New Japan and end up like Hulk Hogan. Come back telling lies like Hulk Hogan.
Hey, look, Hogan was good in Japan. You ever seen Hogan in Japan?
Yeah. What happened when he came back though?
And
The
the days
booty
you ever
leg
seen
drop.
Hogan? You ever seen Hogan in Japan?
I never saw him in Japan, and I probably never will. But
If you go online on YouTube, you can look it up.
No holds bar. I'm gonna just say it like that. No holds bar.
He used to do all kinds of different wrestling moves, like Russian leg sweeps and things like that. He would be more of a technical wrestler.
Oh wow!
Go watch his Japanese stuff. He was a lot better than people are giving him credit for.
You know, in them other countries, bro, you allowed to do more stuff.
U.S., you're not.
Yeah, you only allowed. You only have a certain little box that you can do.
Well,
Kind of like how with like currently right now with I know this totally off subject. Ray Phoenix and Penta, they can do a whole lot more stuff than they've been displaying. Okay,
we got a lot of people asking
now
why
back in
so slow.
All right, so Goldberg
so slow.
You said what happened?
A lot of people are asking why Penta and Phoenix are so slow now.
Yeah, they're slowing them down.
Oh, yeah,
WWE kind of forces you to slow down, just like they did to Ray and all Dragon and all those guys. Psychosis, super crazy.
I'm mad because Ultimate Dragon, he could have been still wrestling. He could have been a champion, but they watered him down.
He couldn't slow down. He did. Ultimate Dragon didn't know how to slow down. That was his problem. That's why he got let go so fast.
Word, but now we off subject. Okay, let's get back in the subject.
Match 2. EOD do the privilege of doing match 2.
Match 2.
Hold on, we didn't say the finish to the first match.
Oh shit, my bad.
Okay.
Charlie Dempsey and Obafemi.
Yeah.
It was a good match for it to be a first match. It was something new. I mean, I liked it because it was new. We had never seen him wrestle before. I mean, I liked it. I mean, I give it a B-. But EOD, curious what you think about the match and what would you grade it and how did it end?
Well, for the first match, but Oba, like I said, we all knew Oba was winning the match. Like everybody knew that. The match went longer than I thought, so that's what I'm saying. It made Charlie look. To me, it made him look good and bad at the same time because we've seen Charlie Dempsey matches and we know how good he is. But this match didn't make him look like he's that good. But he was able to at least hold his own and actually have offense and actually take Oba down, which was kind of the thing that made him look good. So I'll probably say like a B-. But Patrick Dempsey showed that he can hang, just not in this match. It was just weird the way they did it. That's all.
Very weird because it was two different styles, and then okay, you can't just go too crazy with the champ. You can't just go too crazy with the champ, and so you do see the potential that he does have, but so I fully back that, but I gave it a B. I give it a solid B because it shows a little bit without disclosing anything else. It show you a little taste. Show you a little taste of what this man could do. And what he could do, except just not with the champ. Yeah. Okay. Joe, what you got, Joe?
Well, I'm giving the match a C. Because I know Yep, because I know both competitors in that match could have given us way more. I feel like they were both being held back. Now, I would like to see a more drawn-out match between the two and see what we can see from both competitors, especially Obafemi, because I want to see his technical side come out a little more.
And I don't think Obafemi ever went against someone like Charlie. You know what I'm saying? It's a totally different fighting style than what Oba probably used to.
And I think that would modify Oba's wrestling and modify the way he wrestles. I would like to see that. Charlie Dempsey I would like to see Charlie Dempsey put Oba in a situation where he has to wrestle. He has to take the ground.
And then that's when we're gonna start seeing them classics.
Correct.
But in the end, we all know who won. Ober family. He won. He won with the fall from grace. Now we go on to the next match. D-Walk, take it over.
All right. Let's see. The next match, I believe it was Wesley and the introduction of his new faction, sort of, because they've been a faction for a while, but they never had a name. Now they are known as the High Rise. TNT as a tag team, all three of them together, they're the High Rise. So basically, this match was set up from last week's episode because Wesley was in the locker room talking that mad-ish with Tony D'Angelo. So they come out there, they had a match, and I actually thought the match was pretty good. It was actually longer than I thought it was going to be, but it was pretty good. What did you guys think of the match?
I really don't. I mean, why are they called the High Rise?
I don't know. Maybe because they're too tall, like High Rise, and he's short. I don't know. Like the name is crazy. I didn't say I like the name, but
so we got
at least they got a name.
We got a Jefferson reference. They go into the big penthouse in the sky,
and it's spelled weird too. What is it, like RYZE or something like that? So it is what it is.
Who the hell is naming tag teams?
Shawn Michaels just looking at the alphabet with one eye going left and one eye going right, and just hitting the key.
That's that ChatGPT suggestions, like so.
And hey, shout out Black Couch Booking. What's going on, buddy? See you in there, and Jalissa, we see you as well.
Man, but beyond that was a pretty decent match, though. I mean, it showed like Tony was doing this thing in that match. I ain't gonna lie, Tony was doing this thing.
Wesley was selling his ass off.
Yeah, he was selling like he liked depending on it. He was selling, but in the end, we all know how this match ended.
Yep.
With Wesley gets the win by pinfall with his little kick.
And distraction.
Stacks got there to Rizzo's safe house.
Now this took a little bit. Okay, we all know what wrestling is, but this right here, the disbelief of like, okay, he's at the safe house. So Tony D'Angelo decides to, okay, let me leave now to get to the safe house. Stacks is already at the safe house. I don't know, like if it was around the corner, maybe you might get there in time, but he's there. And now he's going to take off, and like spoilers for later in the show, it takes a while before he even leaves the building. I'm like, I don't know what you thought you were going to do, Tony. I just don't know. So
I thought he was going to rally the troops.
He thought he was the Flash. But the thing about it, this is what I'm saying. This what made me messed up about this segment. The safe houses, you're supposed to have people, you're supposed to have your crew watching over the spot. Why wasn't nobody there?
Where your crew at?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Why wasn't nobody? It's supposed to be a safe house. You're supposed to have somebody there.
It ain't a very safe house.
And if it's a safe house, you know he's on the rampage. Why are you going to put her in a safe house that he already knows about? One that he said that he used to actually take people into that same house. So it's not like it was a secret safe house. That was a safe house you told this man to put people in. So that didn't make any sense either. I guess the Don really is slipping. Except Wesley's going to be the... Oh, go ahead.
But they never showed Rizzo either, so we don't even know if she was in there or not.
Yeah, if she was even there or not. I thought maybe it was going to be a setup for Stacks because it's like, okay, that's what I was thinking. But since we never saw Rizzo and the fact that he got beat down with a crowbar, if it was a setup, he miscalculated.
Well, the way he got his ass beat, she should have been in there.
He took a crowbar to the knee, which set up the match for Battleground. So now it's official. Tony D'Angelo and Stacks Lorenzo at Battleground.
Stacks Lorenzo gave the Don and Nancy Kerrigan.
Did they talk about that on commentary? I'm trying to think. Did they say something about that? I can't remember. That was the first thing I thought of too, with the Nancy Kerrigan thing. So,
Dink. I was like, "Yep, he Nancy Kerrigan, the Don. Here we go."
Hey, that's something Joe been plotting on Psycho Sid for the longest.
Now I'd have to dig the motherfucker up to do it. Jesus. Don't shake your head.
Joe.
Don't shake your head.
No, Joe.
What? No what? What are you saying no to? What? Oh, shaking your...
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Daddy,
You
chill.
said you gotta dig this man up.
There was no sexual references.
This is the worst.
That's better. That's better.
well,
Joe. But
Okay, so how do you guys feel about Stacks and Tony?
Eh,
Are you invested in it?
huh?
Are you
I'm
invested in it?
thinking maybe there's a call up coming up. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
That's maybe
But
it's a way to get Tony called up.
yeah.
But if Tony gets called up, who's he going to be called up with? Are they going to build a family around him on the main roster?
What if they put Tony in the main roster, stack Lorenzo, or what if everybody betray Tony D'Angelo and join Stacks, and that's why he get called up?
That's what I feel is going to happen.
And then you could always just have him as the Don of the WWE main roster and just have his lackeys around and eventually maybe figure out a way to give him a new like inner core family. But he could just be running things like he has now with the restaurant, with the guys around or whatever. They could do that, or some extras that they
Hey,
got.
where Big Vito at when you need him?
Big Vito.
Oh,
He's in catering eating pasta. He's right there with Nikita Lyons and OTM and a bunch of these other guys.
Hold up. Kia Lion, she got some stuff going on pretty soon too, don't she?
yeah.
Yeah, I know. She's finally out of catering.
You will not let up on this damn woman.
Hey,
OTM, same thing. They finally out of catering. They should be called OTC, out of catering.
Oh, dear.
Hey.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I didn't know if they were
Lonnie
catering hurt. I didn't know what was going on with OTM. You see him 1 month and you don't see him again for like 3 months. So,
Hey,
I didn't know what was going on.
They've wrestled like 4 or 5 matches in almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Hey, Jada Parker said, "Fuck y'all, I got better things to do." But
And that's the funny thing too with that, because she was the one that was added into the group, and now she's the most, the one that got over the most of the entire group.
Scripps made the group.
Ain't that's crazy?
Got let go.
Yeah, Scripps. Yeah,
hey, now Nikita Lonnie, she twerking more than ever. Now Nikita Lonnie, she going out ridiculous with this twerking.
yeah.
Well,
that's last week's match. Yes.
I just
That's because she realized what she's good for.
Hey, I was hoping. This is my honest opinion about her. I was hoping she got released and started OnlyFans.
Was you gonna subscribe to her OnlyFans?
Hell yeah, $6.99. I would.
No. D-Walk, you get charged $19.99 just because you're you.
The fuck you mean by that?
$19.99 plus tax comes out to $21.19 when it's all said and done.
Hey, it depends what she's showing. It might be worth it.
You'd have to pay to see it.
You never know. She probably just doing flips and shit.
If it just flips, I don't want to see it. But if it's how Bernie Mac said, bucket naked.
Well, she'll be flipping. She'll be flipping on something. All right.
Oh, that is crazy. But
Hey.
it seemed like it was more stuff going on in NXT backstage than it was in the ring.
Yeah, the women backstage with the LFG finalists at the female side with Undertaker and Bully Ray.
Yeah. Oh, but what's y'all grade the match?
Huh?
What's y'all grade the second match?
I apologize. Talking about Wesley and the Don.
Yeah.
It was average. It was just to get the story over and everything.
Yeah.
We knew how it was gonna. We knew something was gonna happen. Lorenzo was gonna interfere somehow, and so it was all right. Probably C. Probably it was just average. It really didn't do nothing just to get the story along. That's all.
Did nothing.
All right.
C is
And
for
then-
Cookie. It's for me.
Man, I give that shit a C goddamn minus.
Joe, what you give it, Joe?
C.
See,
The spots were good, but it's like there was really no point for this match at all.
There wasn't no point. It wasn't no storyline and nothing. It was just like, Tony D'Angelo was eating a sandwich and catering, and they snatched the sandwich out of his hand. Like, man, you got a match with Wesley. Go ahead.
They had one thing that I thought was going to turn out good when Wesley was talking this ish to the Don, talk about you're not the Don no more. I thought Wesley was going to say I'm going to be the new Don now, but he was saying Lorenzo's going to be the new Don, and that's when Tony got his little offense in. I'm like, he should have said he was going to be the new Don of NXT. But
Wesley ain't been the same since Trick slapped him.
hey, that makes
true.
sense though, for
That's
real. That makes sense. Hey, he slapped the Sonic rings out of his ass. He ain't been right since.
He did a Willis to Garrett Coleman. He smacked the shit out of him.
Man, he gave that motherfucker a ooh-wee lick.
Because you know Wesley looked like Garrett Coleman with that damn haircut.
Man, hey, I'm surprised. I'm surprised at the trick that the witness slapped this man. I'm surprised, bro, went out there on that script, bringing his money back.
Man, I'd be if I was Wesley, I'd be embarrassed. I'd be like, I ain't going fucking out there. Did you see what just happened to me?
Hey, if I was Wesley, somebody gonna end up on a T-shirt. Go get the gun.
Hey, for real, for real.
I think we need to give Wesley and them grab somebody's inside out pocket.
But no. That whole slap thing, he had his partners around him.
And they did shit.
just like
they ain't do shit. They ain't ride for that man.
His boys didn't do nothing when Gunther was choking his ass out a couple weeks ago.
People like that, people like that, you don't need to hang around with no more.
No. Oh, they ain't ride for him. If anything, if you take an ass whooping, we all taking an ass whooping.
That's right. But that's fucked up though. They're called high rise, and they didn't rise up to nothing when Wesley getting his ass beat. Every time he gets his ass beat, they ain't doing shit. It's like they're high and stoned and can't move.
Yeah. And Trick he slapped Wesley and looked at them like, "What y'all gonna do? It's two of y'all." Man, come on, man.
They're still like, hell no, he gonna slap me too. He got plenty of slaps.
Well, Wesley was asleep. He got goddamn a soundtrack slapped into him. He was on the ground like, he was counting sheep.
Hey, you know what? You know what's worse than getting front hand slap? A backhand slap. That was all even missing.
You know what's worse?
The backhand, the pimp slap.
No. The true pimp slap. The worst one is when you get the baby powder out and you put it in your hand before you.
Oh no, not the baby powder.
You get the baby powder. That's the pimp slap. Baby powder. Bam.
Hey, I don't know if y'all seen that Red Man video when it's called "Slap the Shit Out of You."
That's it.
That's exactly what it was.
Hey, the fucked up thing is every time Wesley gets punked out, he's probably got DMX Where My Dog's At playing in his head every time.
Your dog with puppies at that time.
Well, they got a new attitude now, so who knows? Maybe, hopefully, next time they got his back, but I doubt it.
Oh, look, they made another tag team, so they can just give them the pink slip.
Oh,
that's usually what they do.
Man, but
WWE style.
Remind you, they ain't finished releasing people. They just looking at reevaluating people like, okay,
charisma, physicality,
Hey, they did a horrible job on a blow job and everything. We gonna go ahead and release them.
What?
Wow. That went left.
Some of these motherfuckers are doing it.
Why didn't you feel for yourself?
How do you think Nikita Lyons keeps her job?
Oh, she.
How do you think she blew out? How do you think she blew out both her fucking knees?
Hey, remember that song?
God damn it!
Get silly.
See what she did?
Get silly.
There you go.
It's selected.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Just want to remind everybody to like, subscribe, comment, and to remind people that this is a episodic review. So, ladies and gentlemen, Joe, Dennis, Kane, you were talking about the LFG segment about the 2 finalists, and then there was Izzy Dame and Nikita Lyons, Lash Legend, and her new partner, apparently. And the 3, I want to ask a question for EOD 33 Wrestling Hub. Who is the third person in the background? It was Callie Armstrong, Kendall Gray, and third.
Wendy Chu. Wait, when
No,
in the
that,
oh wait,
that
you
was
talking
not
about in the
Wendy
back?
Chu. That's a blonde ass girl.
Oh no, are you talking about in the back? Oh, I thought you were talking about the
Yeah, in the
match. It sounded
back.
like- oh, the back.
Mhm.
I do not know.
Hold on, I'll mute
I'm-
myself.
I remember Izzy Dame came up with Nikita Lyons. Last Legends
Yep.
came out with
Last-
Lola Vice, and
Her new partner.
that's I'm still not over the Jakar Jackson thing, but
Oh yeah. Oh,
and it just seemed like every other female came out in the back. That's pretty much so. That's why I couldn't tell who was who. Just saw a bunch of, they're kind of short.
it wasn't Brindley. I know that, but it was Callie Armstrong, Kendall Gray. They're having a feud. We know that. But I guess, like, my question is for you, because first off, there was no Jasmine Nix today on NXT.
That's I couldn't remember her
before-
name. Yeah, I didn't know what was going on with her. Yeah.
But before I go, Joe, what are your thoughts on Jasmine Nix disappearing? Is it because that we started promoting that video of her boyfriend being dumbass or more? And with that, ladies and gentlemen, D-Walk, you deserve 2 more buttons of Daddy Chill. So you know what? I'm just gonna say that. Yeah,
I knew he was.
Joe.
Knew it.
Hold up, Joe. 3, this is the worst. 2, oh my god. And I'm gonna find a new button. And the woman with the raw. That button. That's just put it out there right there. All right, guys, I'm out.
Y'all know when the Invisible Man come on, we in trouble, right?
Hey, that's why I just look like this and hit my blunt like this. I already knew it was coming.
Dennis D-Walk's like, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so
God
back
damn it, I feel like
to
I feel
regular
like
scheduled programming.
I feel like
So
a little
they-
kid. I
Hey,
feel like a
so
little kid a little kid in elementary getting chased down by the principal.
Nikita Lyons had the most airtime she's had in a while. She was on Impact,
Yeah.
Evolve, and had a backstage segment on NXT. This is the most airtime she's had in a long time.
Yeah, for real.
Somebody been doing extra favors in the back.
They're spreading their services around.
Mm. Sharing is caring, man.
TNA, Evolve. I'm gonna have to start calling Shawn Michaels Vince McMahon.
Ooh. Okay. Now let's get to can we get to the main event, man?
No,
Hey, I'm
what do you
trying-
mean?
We still got a lot of more matches.
We got-
Yeah.
Oh damn, my fault.
I'm just,
That was only second
I'm
match.
My fault.
I'm just trying not to get dinged again. All right. You know how you come out of nowhere. Invisible Man out of nowhere. You know how RKO out of nowhere. Invisible Man out of nowhere. You know. I don't
Out of
want none
nowhere.
that smoke.
Out of nowhere. Okay, what about Ethan Page versus Miles Bourne for the NXT Championship #1 contendership match?
It was decent. It did what it needed to do. To me, it did what it needed to do. Show Miles Bourne as a single competitor.
Hey,
Because we've
y'all
always
see
seen
that,
him as a
right?
tag.
Y'all see that, right? 2020 vision.
In 4K.
That's nice. You really think that's going to stop me from saying anything?
Fuck no. Can nothing stop me from saying nothing.
Even when you're here, I still say it. Ain't no different.
But yeah, I thought it made Miles Bourne look, because Ethan Page, we all know Ethan Page could work. And I think Ethan Page made Miles Bourne look good. Not that he's going to beat Obafemi, but good as a singles competitor. Because like I said, I've never seen him wrestle as a singles competitor. It's always been as a tag and not for too long. So even as a tag, they haven't really won a lot until like very recently they started winning some matches. So to me, it did what it needed to do. And the fact that he beat him clean, which I was shocked. I thought something would still happen because he still is Ethan Page. but he kind of beat him clean. He was kind of shocked about it, but I mean, it was what it was. But it wasn't like a super great match or anything. Like, oh my God, Miles Bourne is the second coming. It was just okay. He's a credible singles competitor that could get better. That's pretty much what I got from it.
Word.
Like Joe said, he need to have a comment. He need to have a manager. I can't see him going far by him trying to talk by himself. To me, he'd be better if he had a manager to talk for him and he wrestled. He'd have a more potential wrestling career because he don't need to talk. He just need to wrestle. Go
Yeah.
out there and wrestle.
He'd even be better off having a Japanese manager speaking Japanese.
Funaki.
Than him talking.
Funaki. Bring Funaki.
Funaki?
Someone who we
Number
can't
one
understand at
announcer.
all.
The number one announcer.
SmackDown number one announcer.
Forgot about that.
After would be his manager.
Yeah. Hey, y'all forgot that. Indeed. But it's messed up because it's kind of fucking racist because it wasn't even him saying that. It was somebody else talking for him.
Kind of.
Indeed.
That was fucked up about it, bro. Like, so what would y'all rate this match?
C. I'll give it a C. I want to say high, but it's like it was a C match. It was a C match.
C minus.
And
the show
he does have Randy Orton's movesets. I'll give him that. He started the uppercuts. He even dropped like Randy at one point, like he was going to do the it was in curl up and what is it? What's that move that he does?
But they just
but they messed it. But it's like I don't know if he messed it up or whatever because he dropped like on his hands and.
But it makes no sense because LFG just fucking disqualified somebody from the competition because he was doing the Rock's moveset. And they were like, well, there'll never be another Rock. You shouldn't be doing the Rock's moveset. You should think of your own stuff, blah, 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 blah. And then we got Miles Bourne doing all Randy Orton shit.
Well, tell you, in Miles' defense, though, he kind of just started doing it since people started calling him Baby Randy. So it kind of makes sense when he started dressing like him a little bit. Like, I wish he had something else, but I get what they're trying to do with the Randy Orton thing.
But you saying
he does have his own stuff.
Wish he a little more original.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have a couple of the moves, but then keep them original. Yeah.
Word. I mean, him being more original would be cool as hell, but him trying to mimic Randy Orton while Randy Orton is still wrestling.
It's still there, yeah.
That is crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, don't make Randy come to NXT. You know he would.
And it's crazy because he was the one that took the RKO before John Cena came in there and attacked Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So everybody's pretty much in agreement. Match the C rating. Even Invisible Man said C rating.
It was average.
How about the women's match with Thea Hale and Tatum Paxley?
I hope
that match was kind of crazy.
I hope they need to Thea Hale, like they need to make her less hype. Like she's starting to give me Chase University vibes. She need to be serious, like she was at first. It was like after she left Chase and came out in all black, she was serious hell. And then their next match, like she came out running around happy and everything. No.
Somebody said something to her in the back. It had to be.
I can see Thea help turn a heel. Like that same thing you talk about how she's so hype. That hype ends up turning her a little crazy towards the end and everything. Like she has like that vicious look on her sometimes when especially when she's getting her ass beat and everything. Then she turns from like hype to I want to kill somebody. And
they need to give her that Shayna Baszler snapping arms personality.
Yeah, because she always looks like she's gonna snap somebody's arm off, but she just never does it. So yeah, I agree with that. She don't want to hurt no one. But Tatum was on a different level last night with her storytelling skills. It's like she's screaming, but she's not screaming because she's getting hit. She's screaming because of the releases of Gigi Dolan and Shotzi, which is I'm surprised they even played that into the storyline because we all know that was her whole group. And another group of hers got released. She's still there because it's not the first time it's happened to her and stuff. So
It's like
Yo,
the third.
shout out to Black Couch. He says Black Couch book is said the best. They have no direction for the two girls. They had to find a way that both people win in a weird way.
Makes sense.
how this match ended, that was
Yes.
crazy. I've never seen anything like that before. Disqualification by eye gouge was crazy. I was like,
She kept grabbing at her eyes though, like she
I was
stop.
like,
But
what? That was crazy. But I liked it.
That still didn't make no sense at all about the match. Like, who looked weaker, who looked stronger. That, to me, it made Thea Hill look a little weaker to me, because, like, come on, man, you let somebody eye gauge you 4 or 5 times.
To me, what I got of it just made Tatum Paxi look super unhinged, because I'm like, okay, you don't really do an eye poke and everything, but to take somebody's eye in front of the ref and not give a damn about it, it's like, because you're that upset, like, it's like you're just wrestling, you don't care about the match, you just want to hurt somebody. And I'm like, wow.
I was looking to see her. I was looking to see her rip her eye out.
I mean, Seth did it to Ray.
Yeah.
Mick did it to Vader too.
Yeah. In that case, Tatum Paxi should have acted like she bit her eye and everything and chewed it up and spit it on the ground. Chewed it.
Graphic. This is PG, sir. Somewhat.
I was shocked just because it was like on the CW network, and I was like,
We need to get away. We need to get away from this fucking PG bullshit.
Yeah, man. I hate when I see little kids like talking about wrestling and everything like they grown. No, make it like it used to be and everything. So these kids got to cover their eyes or had nightmares or something. Come on.
Hey, make it so that's how we grew up.
I remember people used to cry over the Kane and Undertaker.
Hey, we might see a one-eyed pirate Thea Hale. This Invisible Man says, well, if we do see that, let's hope she comes out with the fake parrot and the hat to go with it, and a peg leg and a fake hook. Have her go all out. Pirate all the way.
Hey, and talk like a pirate, like, "Arr, shiver me timber."
If she needs tips about walking with one leg, she can ask Zach Allen.
Word. Where's the is he going?
This is the worst.
Pirate, bro. That's funny. So, okay.
All right, next we got a backstage segment with Joe's favorite wrestler.
Say his name and he appears.
Pookie Lowe and P. Diddy Jr.
Fucking Ashanti, grab the baby oil and get him a charge of Adonis. And Javon, Pookie the Crackhead Williams.
He did not like this man.
Hey, somebody grab the baby oil for me.
I can tell when Joe doesn't like somebody, he don't like them.
Two of the worst fucking characters on the fucking NXT brand. Get rid of them, ship them off, put them somewhere else. Javon, gain some weight, learn how to eat, gain some weight, put on some muscle, get up to like 215, come back, do your same shit at that weight, you'll be good.
Hey, I'm surprised ain't nobody saying shit to Javon about the comment he had. And the fucked up thing about the comment he said is he used to work in AEW.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that right now. So Javon, Pookie Williams had a comment about, made a derogatory comment towards Ricochet of all people, about how he doesn't. Let me pull the comment up because I'm going to read it. I will read it.
All right, this is my first time
I have the
hearing
comment.
about it.
I have the comment right here. Hold on, let me open my phone here.
Hey, you can't say too much about Ricochet. Ricochet been holding it down for a long time.
Yeah, I know. He's a dumbass. What do you want me to tell you? Javon Evans is a moron. Welcome to the dumbness of the Javon Evans show.
But Ricochet shut Javon Evans' ass up. Hey, you ain't win the title yet, kid.
Kid.
Hold on, I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, I didn't know there was. I know they had a little Twitter beef or anything.
Yeah,
That's my first time hearing about it.
And then he called Tony Khan a crackhead.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
you don't want to burn. You don't want to burn your bridges like so soon.
No, you don't want to burn them bridges, huh?
Here it is. Got it
everybody works
here.
for everybody in wrestling.
If Tony Khan a crackhead, he a rich crackhead.
Very rich.
The comments were deleted, by the way. You learned from HBK when I was 12 and became a multiple-time champion. This is Javon. Now you're wrestling in front of 2,000 people every week for a crackhead. Talk about an upgrade, am I right? Laughing face, the young OG. Ricochet responded and said, "Brother, I was learning from Shawn Michaels when you was like 12. Then went on to become multiple-time champion. Let me know when you win one, little boy."
Oh. Humble him.
That's worse than kid. Little
Javon Evans responds, says, "Sounds like Mr. Khan isn't giving you enough attention. So you had to come for a successful ass youngin 100. You're giving me the most views on my post, and I'm finally helping you get the most attention you've ever had in your career. All love."
Okay, no, that's not. And I haven't been following AEW a lot, but Ricochet is like, I always see Ricochet, something that's going on with Ricochet and AEW. So
correct. So that was since deleted. That was deleted right away. Oof. After all that went down.
Yeah.
Well,
but the funny part about that is, hang on one moment, and I will pull the picture up. Where is that picture? I know I sent it to D-Walk. Hang on, I'm going to pull the picture up as soon as I find the motherfucker. It's a picture of Pookie Williams. Hold on. There it is.
Man,
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Hey.
So I'm gonna have to
you see what that is? You see who he's wrestling for?
Oh wow, yeah, I think I remember that.
See who he's wrestling for? AEW?
AEW.
And he wasn't good enough. He couldn't cut the mustard, so they fired his ass.
Wow. Damn. Why do you use a Hulk Hogan phrase?
Not even for the dark matches?
He wasn't on dark?
Yeah.
That's about as far as he fucking made it.
I'm gonna say
dark used to actually be pretty good. I used to like watching
that. He said he couldn't cut the mustard. He hit a Hulk Hogan reference on your ass.
Yep. Had to go to NXT because AEW didn't want him no more.
And now he's talking about do the crackhead and shit. Boy, hey, WWE show got him throwing them walking papers out left and right.
Right.
Like me shut the fuck up.
WWE got him throwing up gang signs off the other side of the tracks.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Hey, what happened if
you're not that big of a star yet? You can't just be saying whatever you want. So,
so what happened if WWE released Javon Evans? Tony Khan hire him just to fire him? Like, bitch, who's crackhead now?
Wow.
Hey.
Or he hires him just to give him a low.
Hey, he probably have him in the office, be like, "So I'm a crackhead, motherfucker." So I'm a crackhead, motherfucker.
You want the best thing to do? Tony Khan hires him for a really low salary for a 4-year contract, and then never uses them and makes them sit at home.
Oh, horrible!
Or before every episode about I'm a crackhead, huh? Smoke this.
Oh, the Wayne Brady. Give him the Wayne Brady in the car.
Hey, you gotta be careful of the bridges that you burn, bro. And him, you can't burn that bridge with him because they are the rival.
And now they have this feud going on with where Sean Astin issued a challenge to Javon Evans. So now Javon is getting lowered even further from the main event all the way to Wrestling Evolve wrestlers. Congratulations on your demotion.
Okay, gotcha.
Congratulations on your demotion.
But is it demotion? Because remember, they used to have the WWE guys come to NXT back in the day. Like I remember seeing Kofi from the main roster fight Rusev. type of deal. Maybe get more eyes on Evolve. Maybe I don't.
Yeah,
know.
but who's
That's if that's the focus.
Who's
That's if that's the focus.
So it's like I don't know.
I don't think that'll be the focus. I think that that'll be for him being petty.
Hey, what they need to do is let Triple H start Sunday Night Heat up and have Javon Evans be the only one wrestling by himself.
There's two things I remember from Heat. When The Rock had that thing with Billy Gunn and Stone Cold Steve Austin coming out stunning everybody for the entire hour.
That's Stunner Barrage. It's called a Stunner Barrage. Man, I was
That was funny.
I was just watching it yesterday where he came in every match and stunning everybody. Jeff Jarrett, Mark Mero, the referees. What was it? Sergeant Slaughter. At the end, he even threw in the commentator, threw him in the ring. He's about to stun his ass. Hey, Stone Cold was unhinged, bro.
Man, Sunday Night Heat was the shit, bro.
Man.
Invisible Man is asking who is going to fight Ricky at Battleground.
I hope it ain't Javon Evans.
Sean.
Wait, fight who at Battleground?
Shanti. Ricky Saints.
Oh, isn't it going to be Ethan Page? He took him. Well, that's a little bit further in the show.
It should be Ethan Page against goddamn The Rock 2.0.
Oh no, this is what it was. Ricky Saints was like whoever wins
2.0.
the match gets a shot at him later after Battleground. So it was what Legacy, Javon Evans, and is it a triple threat? What is it? Shanti a part of that, or is it just Sean Legacy and Javon Evans, and whoever wins that match gets a shot at?
I think Shanti got involved.
Okay, so the triple threat match. So whoever wins that will get Saints after the fact. I don't know if it's going to be at Battleground or after Battleground. I can't remember. Okay, after Battleground. Okay.
Yeah, because Battleground's in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Ricky was doing the Rock shit up in AEW. Well, he was trying to.
He's still doing it now.
Yeah. Collar shirt, glasses. Come on, bro.
Walking on the guardrail, grabbing his crotch, and then rubbing women's faces with it.
But you remember Edge? Well, Coke,
you ever seen him do that?
Coke called him out on it though.
Yeah, Coke called him out on it.
End of days, did you see him do it?
Ooh, Rick's like haven't watched it.
When he was like walking on the guardrail and he started grabbing his crotch.
Yeah. He
rubs the woman's face with the hand that was on his crotch.
Hey,
have my ball sweat, woman.
Hey, where's The Rock at? Like, somebody need to tell him, like, dog, you acting like me. Well, Cope said that back in AEW. Somebody need to say to him now. Dog, The Rock still wrestle, right? You know, so you can't be acting like The Rock. Come on, somebody need to say something to this man.
Rock is supposed to pop back up in the storyline sometime by the end of the summer, is what I'm hearing.
No, he need to pop in Ricky Saints and be like, "You're not me."
He kind of is a young him. He just
needs a family. Ricky Starks in NWA. The first thing I thought about Rock, just a skinnier version of the Rock.
He needs a fanny pack.
Yeah,
that's a fanny pack.
Hey, what if they do a segment where Ricky Saints and The Rock bumping each other and they both got on the same outfit and The Rock flame his ass?
He's one of them Heathcliff
and sweaters. The Rock will flame him now.
Yeah.
He will flame him.
Let's see.
And that'll be super fucking funny.
Man, hey, Ricky Saints might as well go back to fucking Ring of Honor or somewhere because he ain't gonna be able to go back to AEW after The Rock flame his ass.
He could always go back.
Hey, I heard some other stuff going on with The Rock though, bro. I don't know how true it is though.
But he's trying to out Triple H.
No, I mean that's part of it, but
yeah.
Hey y'all, for all the PUWF followers and listeners like that, do not take my shit out of context. Do not. I mean, whatever. But I heard that they trying to get rid of The Rock because the big guys that's with the new parent company, they say The Rock is too egotistic and they trying to fire him if they ain't already fired him. They say he has too many demands and he trying to he's basically his ego is getting in the way of a lot of stuff.
I could believe it. He, like I said, he's trying to shit on Triple H to take his job. I could believe it.
Yes, and what I heard was they were talking about. I don't know. They said they gonna get rid of him slowly. I mean, silently, or they already got rid of him. One of the two. But they said his demands are too fucking outrageous.
Mm-hmm. Hey, and you know what's fucking crazy? They fired The Rock. Guess Vince McMahon still got the number 2 stock in WWE and TKO. Vince McMahon still got money through the company.
Word. Okay.
A lot of money. Shitload of money. He need to let me hold a meal.
Okay, now you see what the Invisible Man said.
The contract signing segment
is next.
Oh, we got the we got the contract signing. EOD, go ahead, take us to the contract signing.
All right, we start off with Ava in the office. Trick Williams is already sitting there bringing in the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Joe's favorite person, Joe Hendry. And I caught that in the chat last night. I guess there's some beef there. Maybe because his name is Joe. I don't know.
Hey, you finna make
there
Joe
can only be one.
You finna make Joe flip furniture around. Hey,
all right.
I don't believe in Joe Hendry. I don't believe
this segment to me, maybe not to Joe. I thought this was a great segment because Joe Hendry came out there. You know, he's all smile and kind of goofy sometimes. He was dead serious.
He put
Trick Williams in this place last night.
He flamed his ass. He said,
crazy.
He said, if you don't win in this one, you can't go back to NXT. Like, you fucking done.
Yeah, you're because Trick Williams came out and started talking about, he just got his 15 minutes of fame and everything. He's bigger than the NXT. He's bigger than TNA. He's Hollywood Trick now. That's even a weird name, but that's a whole other thing. But and he was basically saying he's going to take the title from because it's important to him. And then Joe was just sitting there like, you know what? Your opportunity at the title is dwindling. You're supposed to be the man, but how are you going to be the man without a championship, without gold? Yeah. You can't. You say you don't have a way to get the NXT championship anymore. And when I beat you, your pathway to gold for TNA is gone too. So where that's going to leave you? At least where your 15 minutes of fame is about to be up. And I was like, wow. And he was just calm, serious, chill. Cool delivery.
So what I can see happening is Trick losing. He goes to the main roster and he got to get back with Carmelo.
Yeah. I can see that.
I can see that. I think they should have them on different brands, kind of how they're doing Penta and Phoenix right now. And then eventually put them back together, but who knows?
They're about to put Penta and Phoenix back together next week.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, already.
Already? Wow. Was there was there like a storyline reason or anything like that, or
Judgment Day? Because
okay.
Judgment Day.
Okay.
So they're gonna put.
Hey, didn't he get jumped though?
He did say that's the only person he trusts. His brother said that on Smack. The only person he trusts.
Dragon Lee should be with him too, because Dragon Lee's his brother also.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, but didn't Ray Phoenix get attacked though? Didn't he get jumped? Ray Phoenix recently got jumped backstage.
Did he?
Yeah.
Was it Escobar, his group?
No, it was Brutus now.
Oh,
it was the Creed brothers.
Okay, Creed.
Yeah, but if you bring Penta into the mix, they can go bounce between SmackDown and Raw.
Yeah.
I see how he pivoted from that Joe Hendry comment, but that's okay.
Yeah, they're for real. Hey, he did.
Yeah,
Joe didn't even acknowledge it.
Joe who?
See, well, he got your first name.
Huh?
He got your first name.
I was born before him. He don't got shit. And he was born in another country. He don't count.
Oh, but a little bit off topic. Ava,
guess what?
I think Ava's going to into her own as a GM. She feels like she's a GM now to me and everything. Before she was kind of acting, but now she feels like an authority figure to me. So.
Say his name and he appears.
Go fuck yourself, Joe Hendry.
Wow. So much hate for the man.
Right.
So much hate. Hey,
That's
he
okay, Joe.
representing for
Joe,
all the
I believe in Joe
Joes
Hendry.
around the world, man.
May he break a leg.
Damn.
I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. If you're watching this, I believe in you.
Hey, I was gonna do my Joe Hendry thing.
I want to believe.
Hey, you don't want to say that because Joe would make it so you don't come back on another episode.
I want
It's a
to.
one-off. He won't be around in 2 weeks. He won't be around anymore. He'll be doing his TNA thing. So
everybody hit that Joe Hendry spin on Joe.
I got something for Joe right here. Some
You got super glue?
Some super glue, motherfucker. I will put that motherfucker's lip shut. Make sure he can't fucking talk.
But he'll smile though.
Yeah, but if he can't talk, he can't say anything.
Hey, how my man said.
And if you super glue a motherfucker's fingers together, he can't play guitar either.
Hey, how my man said on Bad Santa, the first one, your heart is black. What he said, your heart is cold. Your soul is black as shit.
Yeah, for real.
I hope Trick Williams takes that title from him.
Hey, you know what though? Like that? Hey, on some real shit.
It could happen.
It can't happen. It can't happen because they done had a couple of little interactions with TNA, but nobody lost their championship. Maybe this is the time that somebody lose something.
I don't think so. If they would have did that, they would have did that.
I'm just saying.
But they would
saying because Trick can probably beat Joe.
And then just run it back, have him beat him like later on down the road, like in about a month, the next pay-per-view.
Yes.
He doesn't have to have a long
run,
like they did with Dolph Ziggler and Braun Breaker.
My money,
like, just a short little run, just to say you did it.
My money is gonna be an interference of somebody in TNA.
But you know, Trick can beat this man though.
But Trick was dirty for Joe Hendry that he got his ass whipped in 3 minutes by Randy Orton. I did catch that line.
Mm-hmm.
He was cold for that.
Yeah, but
you know, anything's possible.
Yeah, but I don't like I said, Trick about to go to the main roster. The best thing they could do is have him and Carmelo get back together because they both ain't doing shit.
Yeah,
Carmelo's doing something with the Miz.
What if they don't want to put him with Trick? I mean, put him with Carmelo.
And that's why I think Trick should go on Raw.
Yeah, if he go on Raw.
Yeah.
I mean, what if they have something else planned for this man? And then if he does win the TNA championship, he's gonna be on NXT a little while longer. Yeah. At least till after he loses it.
I bet you a 12-pack of your favorite pop. I cash you up it.
They're supposed to have the draft. I heard that they were going to probably do it after Battleground.
Yeah.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
But on some real shit, we do need somebody from WWE to win some NXT gold. I mean, some TNA gold.
They should have did that with they should have did that with Wesley. Now they fucked that up. I thought, and then when Moose and Obafemi wrestled, that should have been title for title. They fucked that one up.
I was shocked that Moose was even on WWE TV.
Yeah,
but
and
that was good. Yeah, that was a good match.
And we seen it
title, but it wasn't.
They need to have Moose. They need to have Moose more involved in WWE.
We were calling that match for over 2 years. We were calling that match.
Man,
like versus Zoba.
I think when me and Joe were talking about that shit.
Yeah.
Yep. Like we were talking about that shit like right away. Like as soon as they did the NXT TNA crossover, we were talking about that was the first match we were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it fucking happened.
Finally.
Yeah.
Finally, yeah. And it happened. But ain't no telling how they gonna go with this shit. Because to be honest with you, somebody need to win something.
At some point, yes, it has to happen, or else what's the point?
I don't give a damn if it's a tag team belts. Somebody to win something.
Mm-hmm.
The Hardys should have won the tag belts.
Yeah, the Hardys should have.
Yeah, because they displaying this shit, and then and then how they going about it is the people, the folks are keeping their championship. No, if you want to say something up, let them win something. Let them win something. Somebody got to win.
We need to have we need to have like a brand versus brand type of war between TNA and NXT, where they have a team, like an invasion angle.
Hey, it probably won't be long.
That would have been perfect for Worlds Collide, really, but they got a lot going on right now. Or you never know, maybe something might happen at Worlds Collide.
Yeah, something gonna have to happen. TNA gonna have to for TNA to have a effect on NXT. Somebody has to win, somebody has to lose, but it's gonna take somebody to lose in TNA, because just think about it. Trick Williams, the TNA fucking champion.
That's good for everybody, because it's going to get news. It's going to bring TNA more eyeballs onto the product for TNA. If an NXT star is your champion instead of vice versa. So
if Trick Williams beat this man, bro, that's going to be exposure by itself.
Joe Hendry eventually is going to end up.
Check this out though. Now, I don't care how long he have it.
Exactly.
I don't care how long he have it. He can have it for a day. But by him getting it, I mean, it's going to change shit the fuck up.
It's like you're going to have to watch it, because it's going to be like, hey, you don't know what's going to happen now. It's not going to be,
you don't know.
So you
and
have
that
to
will
watch
be
it.
Unexpected. Man, okay. Yeah, bro. Yeah. It's going to have to happen.
Yeah, I don't think TNA will let that happen. The way they did this, they should have did it. They should have did the invasion angle. It should have been title still. It should have title been swapping. To me, now it's too late.
No, it's not too late.
It's never too late.
The reason why it's not too late, because they going off what the crowd feed them.
Mm-hmm.
They're going with what the crowd feed them, bro. It's not too late. Man, I'm telling you, just say, I'm not saying it had to be Trick, but somebody has to win something. Even if it's not for long, somebody has to win something, bro. Because otherwise, this shit here is just a waste of fucking time.
You can have a 2 week title reign if you want.
Yeah.
But the fact that it changed hands, and then you can change it right back.
That's what they're looking for. The fact they changed hands. So they keep an eye on what the fans feed them.
Right.
Right now, we just like re-microwave your food over and over again, though, because it's gonna get cold. Then you gotta microwave it again, and then let it sit out. It's gonna get cold again. That's what they're doing.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. Somebody has to win something.
Joe, what's your opinion, man? Spit it. Go ahead.
Someone's got to win a championship from another brand.
Somebody has to.
It's got to happen.
You need to start mixing and matching these titles a little bit to make people feel like.
I mean, bro, just think about it, bro.
Anyway, so
the last couple championships they had, nobody retained. The person retained.
Yeah, and it's becoming a point to where the fans are like, well, we already know if it's a TNA guy with a TNA title versus an NXT guy, we know TNA is going to retain their belts, and we know NXT is going to retain their title, so we know that who's going to win the match.
And they never put them both on the line. So be like it's got to change hands if it's both on the line. Unless it's disqualification of some sort. Like with Moose and Oba, it was just Oba's title that was on the. Was it just Oba's title on the line, not Moose's title? I believe.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you have if two people has got titles, they got to both be on the line. If you're going to do it both on the line, then more than likely it's gonna change. Something's going to change hands. Unless you have a crazy disqualification thing where belts can't change hands on disqualification, unless it's a special stipulation for it. But
exactly.
Other than that,
yeah, that's something that they would probably do. Also, they'd be like, it's a disqualification, or both men got counted out at the same time, so titles don't change hands.
Yeah.
Yep. Hopefully this TNA NXT. Excuse me.
Yeah, they got to do something, bro.
Partnership works a little better.
Yeah. EOD, what we at the main event now, baby. Kane the Destroyer, we need you.
Now we're here for the main event of the evening. Oh, where's he at?
What's up, man?
Oh, he's
We
still.
need you, main event. We need you to Mark Henry right now.
Okay. Hey, it's time for the main event.
Here he does something. Mark Henry.
It's time for the main event.
See, looks and sounds like Mark Henry.
Yeah.
All right. The main event was your tag team that was set up earlier. I think we skipped over it, but it was set up earlier in the night. Fallon Henry and JC Jane takes on Jordan Grace and the NXT Women's Champion Stephanie Vaquer. And basically, Jordan Grace is Stephanie's bodyguard for all intents and purposes because she says she doesn't want anything to happen to her investment because she's going to take that title off of her on Battleground. I mentioned it because it will play later on to the match. But this was a good match. This right here was a good match. I think Fatal Influence time is almost done, and Nyx, like you said earlier, where was she? Is she hurt, or is she still with the company, or being punished for the shenanigans of someone else?
I hope she released her with her boyfriend, but she started OnlyFans. Dump him and find my number or something, whatever.
So she wasn't there. The other member of Fatal Influence, because Gigi Dolan and JC, not Gigi Dolan, sorry, JC Jane and Fallon Henley was kind of, I don't want to say beefing, but you could tell there's some friction going on with them because of that North American title situation. And
they're about to split the group up.
Yeah. So, but for the most part, Stephanie was getting worked over, which I was surprised. I thought it would have been Jordan getting worked over since she's not the champion, but Stephanie was getting worked over in this match by the two of them, and they had some good tandem tag team offense. Is basically what it was, in my opinion.
And the day is the reason that they were working on Stephanie versus Jordan is because one woman can work better than the other. One can sell better than the other. Jordan has a lot of problems that she needs to work on.
Yeah, I was just kind of shocked because I was like, "Oh, she's the champion." I'm like, "Man, she's getting." She's getting worked.
So
Jordan Grace gives me Jade Cargill vibes.
Hey man, come on, man, lay off the lady, man. She trained.
Just because you trying to break people's necks?
She ain't no worse than Nia Jax, but on this Fatal Influence thing,
what? 5 times in a week, in a month?
Hey man, that was like 2 years ago, man. Quit talking about old stuff.
That was now. That was this past month.
Hey,
sir.
Put some respect on her name.
She almost broke Julia's neck last week.
Hey, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Goldberg almost broke Undertaker's neck.
Almost broke her own neck twice in the same match.
Hey, but if Fatal Influence break up, how many people you think get released out the group? Out of them 3, who getting released? I already know who Joe gonna say. I already know.
I mean, it'll have to be Nyx, in my opinion. What you said? Yeah, I forgot about Nyx, but
Nyx is it. That's the one.
Check.
Bye, Jasmine Nyx.
They go do her before when she get on the plane ride. They go fire her and watch she on the plane.
I mean, I hope she doesn't get released, but I'm just saying if there was going to be somebody get released from the group, it would probably more likely be.
But she still got heat on her too.
Yeah, I mean, because of the
situation. And then, hey, it'd have been different if she didn't laugh at it, but she laughed at everything this dude did. Like, oh, you thought that was funny, huh? We got a joke for you.
But here's a positive: if she was to get released, she's young enough where just you can rehabilitate your image or whatever. Go to another company, hone your craft a little bit. Because WWE, they like that. They like that kind of stuff because they want to get you when you become a star. Yeah. Who thought that CM Punk was ever? I didn't think CM Punk was ever come back to WWE, and now he's like one of the hottest things in WWE, which is crazy. I always like CM Punk though.
Her next career is neither OnlyFans or the strip clubs.
It's a good possibility.
But I do think the match shouldn't have ended the way it ended. I think the match should have. I think Fallon and JC Jane should have won the match.
Yeah.
And I think it should have been a miscommunication between Stephanie and Jordan. Just they're about that. They have beef anyway because of the title. Just because they're two kind of faces, even though the crowd is definitely under Stephanie's side.
Yeah.
And everything. They established that last week. The crowd is like, we know who we want. And I think that would have had a bigger impact. So when they raised her hand up and she's staring at the title, Stephanie's looking at her side-eyed. It was like, oh, well, actually they wouldn't have raised the title. They just been like, oh, beefing, like it was your fault, blah, blah, blah. Yes, Jordan did take a bullet for Stephanie.
Yeah.
Like a big bullet for her. Like she really was meant that it's like, hey, I'm gonna be your butt. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you because technically the move could have injured her and everything because it was a devastating move, but she pushed her out the way, she took it. So
Or even if they just got to fighting at the end.
Yeah, they could have just started fighting.
You got to look at it to get the thumping. See, that's why I said, bro, the best rivalry to me was Stone Cold and The Rock. Because every time they got together, it was always slapping. They did songs together and everything. They can't never bring that back. Like that's magic. That was magic right there.
Jordan Grace's nickname needs to be Meathead.
Damn. She lost some muscle.
But here's the thing. I think the WWE has a problem with this only because Monday night was the same thing. Even though I know we're talking about NXT, but the women in the main event, the tag team match, it should have been Julia and Roxanne to win the match. Wonder knew that would establish them. We know that Io and Rhea is probably going to fight again. Give them some beef, have them do a miscommunication, and have them lose the match because of the miscommunication. It doesn't make them look weak because they lost. It's like, okay, y'all couldn't work together for whatever reason. But my opinion.
WWE has an issue. One of them is stop booking women's tag team matches in the main event. Stop it. It is not something that people want to see. It is not something that anybody wants to see. And especially when there's no reason for it. There's no titles on the line. There's no reason for that to be the main event.
No.
You're taking the main event away from people who can actually have a better main event. That goes for NXT too. Stop making these weird fucking tag team matches with females and putting them in the main event.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see it. Who the fuck wants to see a pointless tag team match that has no point to it?
That's why I said I think they should have lost, because then it makes the story a little bit better. Like I actually like the match. I like the match itself. It's just the way it ended. Because I'm like, how does it make the story?
But on the card, on the card, that should have been the mid card match. And Ethan Page and Miles Bourne should have been the main event.
Yeah, that should have been the main event since it was the number one contendership spot. Yeah, I agree with that. But maybe they did it that way because it's still Miles Bourne. I guess I don't know. But yeah, I actually thought that was going to be the main event when they announced it on the show. I thought that was going to be the main event because it just seemed like that's a main event type of match. Number one contendership for Obafemi's championship.
So what would y'all grade it? The match.
Well, it was for me. I think it was a B. I like the match. I really like the match. I just didn't like the ending. I just didn't like the ending. So
I'm big on storylines and knowing, having stuff read into a story as well as having a good match means a lot to me. To me, the match was meaningless.
Yeah, they didn't have to have this match with Fatal Influence. That's true.
It kind of has no meaning to it. It was thrown in there, and they put it in a main event on top of that, where the match had no meaning and no bearing on anything. No,
on either or people, either or. Because Vancouver go wrestle, fucking Grace and fucking Fatal Whitley Fatal Influence nowhere.
Exactly. That's why I'm going to give this match a D-.
Yep.
D-. There's nowhere it belonged in the main event, and it had nothing to do with the storylines that they have going on, really. So in that case, that's why I'm rating it so low.
Well, even that, it kind of reminds me, like, I was shocked that Obafemi opened up the show.
Yeah.
I was kind of shocked about that. I thought it would be like further. I thought just because of the nature of it's him, that it would have been further in the show. I didn't think it was going to open. I really didn't think it was going to open up the match. So I was kind of surprised about that.
That was crazy.
You could have had Oba and Charlie Dempsey open up the second hour of the show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could be like further along, but the open show, I was kind of surprised.
Women's tag team match could have started the damn thing.
Yeah.
Just to get it over with.
AOD, what would you grade it?
Like I said, I like the match. I just didn't like the ending of it. So me was a B. I guess y'all like a D. So I guess I graded like a lot higher. So but I really liked the I really liked the match.
Yeah.
I just did not like the ending.
Yeah, I mean, like it would have been dope if they would have had meaning to it.
Yeah,
I mean,
there was like no reason to have it. So that's what I'm saying. If they would have just the ending would have been different. There was like, oh, we got more tension between them because right now they're two faces and it's I don't know. They're not really.
If they would have broke up Fatal Influence, or if they would have had
brawl at the end,
like I have both teams fighting each other. Like have Jordan and fucking Stephanie beating the shit out of each other on one side of the ring, and JC, Jane, and Fallon beating the shit out of each other on the other side of the ring.
Yeah. Like everybody breaks up, and the whole communication thing breaks down. So
and then that's how they end the show. Both people beating the crap out of each other.
Yeah. Kane, what'd you grade it?
Kane the Destroyer. I think he stepped away.
All right, but we missed two segments. The first segment we had you know about the segment EOD?
What, the one that set up this whole match? I remember.
That one. With Josh Briggs and Hank and Stank.
That's right. Was it Josh Briggs was talking about how his partner went back to Japan?
Yeah.
And then wait, who came out and started talking? I can't remember.
They was talking to Hank and Stank, and Sean Spears is right there.
Oh, that's right. Sean Spears was the one that came out and told Josh basically, kind of like how it really is him, like because remember he had now Sean. For those of you who don't know, Sean Spears has his tag team partner as part of the culling. So it's like in Sean Spears, I will give credit where credit's due. He's actually a cult figure that's actually walking the walk and talking the talk. He has sacrificed for his people, which you never see. Usually the leader of the group is using the people to get them over. But in this case, he really has sacrificed himself in opportunities for them. So basically, it seems like they're setting up something with Josh and Sean Spears, which I like. Because Sean Spears never wants to be, he just wants to be used. He doesn't really want to be the top guy or anything like that. He just likes to be used. Yeah. And basically, it's Josh. It's you, Josh. You run the people away. It's basically what happened with the gist of this particular promo. Like I kind of forgot. I think I was trying to get some water or something like that. So I saw it, but I wasn't paying attention to it too quick. But yeah, I caught that part.
Josh got potential. He got a lot of potential. I want to see him use him more.
Yeah, and I see him slim down. He went to Japan for a little bit, came back, and I like the tag team with the two of them. But I guess that was just more like a cultural exchange program. Like he was here for a little bit.
He said, "Wow, wow."
No, because he went to Japan. The guy from Japan came over here, just like a cultural exchange. So he gets to learn a little bit about the American style, the WWE style. Then he goes back over to Japan. Cultural exchange.
It's the foreign exchange program, like in school.
So
damn.
That's what it was like and everything.
And you go to America and you go to China.
Damn.
And I did go to a house show and saw them both wrestle. So I'm like, yeah.
EOD, you and Joe should be a heel tag team because right now y'all on some heel shit right now.
No, that's what he's gone. He's gone back to Japan. I mean, so he was here for a little bit, just like Josh was over there for a little bit.
Yeah.
He went home. Program. He went home. They kicked him out of the country.
Man, for real. He said, I'm sick of y'all shit. I'm sick of y'all American shit. I'm going back to eat sushi and all that shit.
See now who's being the heel now? Who's turning heel now?
He had to get home before the tariff started. He had to get home before the tariff started.
So
he
didn't like that little 100 hand slap that he used to do.
Oh man,
I don't remember his name, but when I first saw it, I was like, did he just do the 100 hand slap?
E Honda.
I was like, wow.
It was a dude in WCW. He used to do it too.
Okay.
WCW. You remember NWO Revenge, WCW NWO Revenge?
Oh, I had the game, but I can't remember who.
He'd do his, slap you with it, and then do a cartwheel and hit you in the head. Heavy set dude.
Cartwheel
and
kicking.
Oh, Kane's back.
Yeah, he'd do the 100 hand slap and then cartwheel and hit you in the head.
About time you back.
Hey, my son called me, bro. I had to talk to my son.
Oh, word.
I thought you had to go take a poop or something.
Yeah.
No, my son called me.
Hey, I thought you was taking a shit eating tacos at the same time.
No. Hey, taco don't sound half bad. I ain't gonna lie, but no.
Hey, I know somebody.
My son called me, bro. I had to talk to him.
Hey, I know somebody.
He had some stuff. He has some stuff going on.
He good?
He always has stuff going on.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, he has stuff going on.
Hey, but I know somebody that takes shits and eat tacos or eat their food at the same time. I said, man, I can't be your friend no more.
They're not trying
That's
to waste time.
Going on, man.
Trying to multitask. It's multitasking.
Hey, that's disgusting. How you gonna? How you want to? Why you want to smell what you eat? Smell what you shitting out?
They must like the poop.
I know one other person that like that, bro. Older dude. He an older dude. This he used to sit on the toilet. Why he eating?
Oh man. Hey, them psychopaths right there. Them people that have killed people before.
Yeah, for real.
King, what do you think of the main event?
The main event.
What you think about it?
Hold on. What's the main event again?
Stephanie Van Curry, Jordan Grace versus Family Henley and the one other chick.
JC Jane.
JC Jane, yeah. The pointless women's tag team match that had nothing to do with nothing.
I feel like there was a lot going on in that match, bro. It was a whole lot going on. And did you move out?
It was a meaningless match.
Man, to be honest though, I think it was straight though. I think it was a straight match, bro. But I mean, be honest though, I'm not a big fan of Jordan Grace and shit. Yeah. I mean, she's starting to wail on me a little bit. But Jordan Grace and Stephanie, man, they did their thing.
Yeah,
they did their thing. I mean, as far as I can tell, they did their thing. But for real. They did their thing, bro.
If I'm NXT and Shawn Michaels, I'd want a refund and send her back to TNA.
You want a refund for everything though, Joe?
Man,
for Jordan Grace.
You already cheap.
I want a refund for Jordan Grace because I feel like she's a waste of money.
Cheap ass. You already cheap.
Yeah, be honest though, with them matches though, normally I be in the bathroom in the matches. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, so what would you grade it, Kane?
Maybe a C.
Maybe a C. Yeah,
because like I said, them matches normally, bro, I be in the bathroom.
I gave it a B.
Yeah,
I gave it a B.
You gave it a B? Okay.
I gave it a B. They gave it.
Cool.
You gave it a C. They gave it a D. So we're all over the place for an average C average, I guess.
But
C
we don't all have to come with the same average. You know what I mean?
Yeah. EOD, what was the final segment after the match? What happened?
Oh, I almost forgot about because that leads to what we talked about earlier with Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints got jumped in the back by Ethan Page because Ethan Page tells him like, "I told you we're gonna do this later. Now it's later." And so I like that. I like that. Even though here's the thing. Here's the one thing. Them feuding is fine. Them feuding over the belt, I don't like. Here's why. Ethan Page is a former NXT champion. In my opinion, once you're the man, you're the man. You don't go backwards for titles. That's just my personal beef with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, only person that has exception is Sheamus because he needs it to become a Grand Slam champion, so he gets a pass. That's understandable. But
is they ever gonna get it to him?
I don't know. I don't know at this point. I think Ric Flair would have had it by now.
Title.
Hey, Ric Flair did it. Ric Flair did it.
I said what I said. I get why they do it, but I don't like it. Because I'm like, you should always be, if you're like when Kane won the championship the first time. Remember how long he had that belt? 24 hours. The first time he had it. But to me, because he had the belt, he's always in the heavyweight division. He might be at the bottom, but you're always in that division because you were a world champion at some point. Now you're feuding for it and don't get it, that's different. But the fact that you had it, you're still the man. So you might be 10th man down on that pole. Somebody gets hurt. Hey, we need to throw a match. You're the guy. So when you have a title, like what they're doing with the U.S. Championship, it was a great match.
Yeah.
With Fatu and all of them.
For real.
But Drew McIntyre shouldn't have been. Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest, they shouldn't have been in the match just because they were former world champions. I get why they do it because you got to keep them away from Cena. So I got why they did it, but I just don't like it. You could have, to me, you could have had the match without having the belt involved.
Yeah, but I'd rather have Ethan Carter go for different titles. Just say I had it.
If you explain it like that, it's like, okay, I want this title because of, and I get that. That's why I said Shane gets a pass because he wants the IC belt because that's the belt he's missing.
And he should get
IC champion, become a Grand Slam champion. So
and he should get it.
Hey, for real.
He should have had it by now, though.
And then I want Ethan Carter to take the belt from Rock 2.0 because I just don't like the Rock 2.0. I don't like him.
You're like Ricky Saints.
Not Ethan Carter. Ethan Carter's a different character, sir.
Oh, EC3.
You know what I mean? You know Ethan Page. You know what I mean? Ethan Page.
Yeah, I know you
what I mean.
Yeah.
Dude, you've been an asshole again, Joe.
I'm correct. I'm correcting you.
And Ethan Page, the thing with him too is like he's there, but it's like, are you an NXT guy or are you just the guy that's about to get called to the main roster? Because I don't know what. Pretty much, he's a former champion. Doesn't look like he's going to get a shot at the championship again. So it's like, what? Why are you there and everything? Are you like part trainer or something like that, or you're like they don't know what to do with you on the main roster yet?
I mean,
that's the other thing with NXT. When you're a champion, after you're not a champion anymore, it's kind of hard to become champion. So it's like when you're there too long, it's like you're just kind of holding up space until it's time for them to call you up.
What if you do? What if you win the Money in the Bank though and go back for the NXT title?
You mean like that Charlotte did? I didn't like that either.
No, I'm saying, what if Ethan Page wrestled in the Royal Rumble, wrestling the Money in the Bank?
No, that's what I'm saying. Oh, that's right. Charlotte won the Royal Rumble and then challenged for the NXT championship.
What if Ethan Page? Same thing. What if Ethan Page win the Money in the Bank and go and challenge for the NXT title and win?
Same thing applies because he's already been NXT champion. There's no reason for him to challenge for it. Just like there'll be no reason for him to challenge for the IC belt, which they could technically do or something like that. It's like
I don't even know why they ain't doing that. When they win the Money in the Bank, I don't even know why they going to the. They should go for the second title. They ain't go for the US title or the IC title. That'd be dope.
They should do it at least once. At least once they should probably do it. But to me, like because he's already been champion, I don't think But other than that, it's like okay, I get it. They're gonna have a good match again.
Yeah.
So.
What you about to say?
Kane's coming back in. Just make sure you're keeping an eye on when he comes in.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking.
I got you. So what would you grade the whole NXT? What would you grade it?
This show was just, even though it was good, it was just for NXT. This was just, it was kind of like, I don't want to say average because NXT is like every week is like really, really good. And this week seemed like it was not as good as it normally is.
No.
Even though I did like it, to me, like overall, B. It was just a B because to me, last couple of weeks, it's kind of especially going into into the Stand and Deliver. It was like A shows like every week. It's like to me, it was like better than Raw for the most part and everything. It was just something was going.
Everything was better than Raw. Raw and SmackDown been like stinging up the joint.
And I'm like, so this week was like, yeah, it was still good, but it wasn't like
SmackDown normally be the one that's doing shit.
They're going back to 2 hours here. I heard in like June or July.
Yeah, I think June. Sometime in June is supposed to go back. They said they don't have an official date yet, but I heard like June sometime. I'm guessing probably after the pay-per-view.
Hey, did y'all see AEW ratings was better than Raw and SmackDown?
Oh no, I didn't see
AEW's ratings have been coming back up. They're actually getting back to where they used to be. They're getting back to. They're getting back in better standings, and they're selling out arenas again. Especially with Max and everything. They said like a lot of viewers with Max and stuff. So they're getting back. So.
Hey, Max was a good thing to be on. WWE went to Netflix and Netflix fucking up. Their prices keep going up. It's gonna be like
it's a commercial break for Netflix. Like they should do like CW does. Have a lot more picture in picture with the ads. Because I think that's the other thing that makes NXT feel like more exciting, I guess. Because like you're still watching it as you're not getting that disconnect with these long ass 3-minute breaks all the time at weird times. So Yeah, it was just an average show to me this week.
I'm going to agree. The show is very average.
Yeah, it was just average. Nothing really.
I'm going to give it a C, just mid show.
Yeah,
and I haven't seen an NXT above a mid show in a while.
Yeah. This was like surprisingly.
They've all been mid. Like the past few months have been just mid shows. Part of WWE's problem, another big problem WWE has, is the show after pay-per-view. This goes for NXT and then the main roster. The shows after a pay-per-view used to be huge. Massive, especially WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And now they're lackluster.
I agree with that.
Soulless.
Like one or two people showed up, and that's
it's like the lead up to, like, you have a lead up episode and a follow-up episode of a pay-per-view. And it just seems like NXT and WWE's main roster cannot capitalize on that week before and week after shows at all. They're not striking right.
No.
I just feel like they're lacking. They're lacking.
Yeah, big.
How do you feel, end of days?
No, I agree with that. Like I said just a minute ago, with the people debuting, before it used to be a huge thing. SmackDown, what they debuted Aleister Black, but we knew about that like weeks ago. Like they just had the vignette, so, and they did everything but show his actual face, because they did show his face and everything. He's gonna be there. Rusev, okay, that was a surprise, but they didn't really do much with it and everything.
We knew he was
with the company and everything. Yeah, we knew he was with the company.
Same with Alexa Bliss. Like, we knew she was coming back, we just didn't know when.
Yeah,
and Alexa Bliss, did she just show back up on SmackDown this week instead of right after Mania or something like that, where it would have been, you would think she would have showed up
and it went
in
crazy.
A tag match.
She's in a tag match.
Yeah,
but what about the Wyatt Six? They were supposed to come back after Mania too, and they haven't been back yet.
Yeah. So like before, it was like always a thing. There was always something going on, new feuds, crazy crowds, and stuff. And this year just felt like, it was cool, but it wasn't like like the day after WrestleMania like you would normally see. It was just, I don't know.
Yeah,
Alexa
Bliss got a big ass pop.
Yeah.
Her pop was stupid.
She always does, but they don't do nothing with it. They don't give her the title. They don't let her do nothing.
Nah, that's crazy. Hey, but EOD, you welcome to come back and join whenever you want. We do Wednesdays, Thursdays, Wednesdays, Saturdays, or whenever we feel like it.
Evolve. I know Invisible Man, Invisible Woman, the real one, Terrell, and CJ Wolfie do the Evolve podcast as well on Thursdays, and sometimes do a review again on Sundays.
Yeah, I gotta go make my Evolve video tonight, because I post mine up in the morning time. So I watched most of it. I gotta rewatch it again so I can do the video and stuff.
But you will welcome. We'll switch information with all of us, and you can just hit us up whenever.
All right.
I mean,
it was nice meeting all you guys. Like, I met you two last night. Kane, first time meeting you. So I'm like, hey, I had fun tonight. This is like my first time doing this, so it's like,
man.
Go ahead, come back.
Come on back.
Man.
Yeah, go ahead and shoot out your socials for everybody so they can follow you and stuff.
Shout out.
All right.
Well, all right. Let's start. Actually, the easiest way to do it, go to my Linktree. Linktree /NDays33 has all my stuff. It's got my wrestling YouTube page, which is EOD33 Wrestling Hub. It's got my gaming page, which is just NDays33. That's also on YouTube. My IG, NDays33 _gamer. But if you go to Linktree, just remember that Linktree /NDays33. It's all in there. So that way I don't have to shoot everything out.
Can you shout out to people?
I can't think of it right now, but there are some guys that kind of I do Monday Night Raw with sometimes. Mr. Q3, and also Party Chat React, not with an S, just React. They're on YouTube, they're on Twitch, Kick. So follow those guys. Mr. Q is part of the Party Chat React group, along with Shockwave. So make sure you go follow those guys too. And they are live usually with me on Monday nights. So they do their stream, I do mine. We go on Discord, Twitch, and just listen to the stream. So
We gonna do an invasion on your podcast sometime soon. We got the
For real.
NWO right here. We gonna invade.
So I had fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. So that means you could come back more.
Yeah, I'll definitely come back. So
It was definitely a lot of fun, and we like getting another person's reaction.
You want to invade your ass, boy?
Yeah. Hey, and I didn't even. Hey, Invisible Man didn't even really ding us though.
Invisible Man probably got too high and fell asleep.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Bro, be honest though, bro. Invisible Man be keeping an eye on us because we all together, bro.
God damn it, he sent a message. I heard that. I read that. God damn it. Hey.
What?
No, that would have been messed up. He said I read that. He might just jump in. I wouldn't be surprised.
You never know where he's going to pop up.
No, for real.
He keeps the train moving.
Yeah, for real. Hey.
PUWF on Saturdays, we usually talk about other wrestling stuff, like all the other stuff going on wrestling, news and rumors. And I know there's a bunch of stuff going on right now with wrestling, and the one thing I was going to talk about was Alberto Del Rio.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be because our show last week about Patrick Clark and Velveteen Dream had a lot of traction, and now it's making other podcasters take our story and run with it, like Jim Ross.
Yeah, for real.
Jim Ross now has done a Velveteen Dream Patrick Clark podcast today.
Hey, that's because we keep it real. Damn real.
That's because they're watching us. They see us. They know what we're doing.
And
every time we talk about something, bro, the shit comes to fruition. It happens usually within a week. And other people start taking shit, and it's like, great, just give us some credit.
That's it.
We just want some acknowledgement.
That's it.
Try acknowledge us.
Yeah.
It's 4 letters, not hard to say. PUWF.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, even you got to say it real fast. PUWF. That's it.
Thanks to the PUWF for the story.
Yeah.
It's only fair.
Yeah,
everybody else does it. If you're every time you hear a report, say, "Hey, this person, we got this report from such and such." So
yeah. They ain't doing that. They're just like taking the shit, putting it on TV, making the shit happen. We're seeing it. Like, hey, I said they should have did that over the weekend.
Hey, they doing a Christopher Columbus to us.
Like Becky Lynch and Lyra when they won the tag titles at WrestleMania. I said they shouldn't have won the tag titles, and they should have lost to Liv and Raquel, and then they should have had Becky beat the shit out of Lyra and go heel.
And that's what happened.
And we did a live watch long, and then the next night on Raw, that happened.
Yeah, that day sure happened because Lyra didn't try to pump any offense. She was looking like, why?
I'm sitting here watching this shit like tripping the fucking balls. So I'm like yelling and screaming at my fucking TV like, y'all thieving motherfuckers stole our shit.
Yeah, for real. Crazy.
And that's what happened too.
Yeah.
If NXT Mexico happens,
aka AAA,
because we said that we talked about that over 2 years ago, our shows, and we said that they're probably going to have an NXT Mexico eventually, and probably buy a Mexican company, and then lo and behold, here we are about 2 years or more later, they're buying AAA and probably going to form NXT Mexico.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I never thought it would buy AAA, but
they tried.
I thought the same idea, but I didn't think it would be AAA. They would be the one that they would buy. I was like shocked.
They tried buying CMLL.
Okay.
And New Japan too.
They turned them down. CMLL turned them down, so they weren't selling.
Okay.
Yeah, we talked about a lot of things.
Yeah,
a lot of wrestling stuff we talk about on the weekends.
And movies too.
I've heard rumors that they're going to be trying to get the belt off of Del Rio or Patron and put it on Vikingo.
So you know what that means? Unemployment line.
Yeah, I heard they were going to try to get it off of him, put it on Vikingo, because Vikingo is the main one that WWE wanted to get behind.
Damn. Del Rio has gone again by he finna be back wrestling in gymnasiums now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 50 people, $50.
He finna be back.
Yeah, I don't think WWE want those. They don't want those problems.
No, they still dealing with Vince right now issues.
They never brought Odyssey Jones back either, and he was found innocent.
Yeah.
Hey, but on that note, I gotta be working in the morning, so I'm gonna hit y'all later, bro.
Oh, all right. We finna do shout out.
All right, take it easy. Yeah,
Be
thanks for having me,
man.
everyone. And I will be back. I will be back, everyone. I will be back.
Thank you, bro, for coming on.
Pleasure having you on.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's wrap this up, partner, so we can go home.
All right. Shout out Black Couch Booking, Sports Jedi, The Invisible Man. Shout out to EOD, special guest. Thank you for coming on. Hopefully you'll be back on. Cannon Destroyer. Goddamn K-Fam Cartel.
Misfit Nation.
Misfit Nation, Christian and Don. Thank y'all for coming on. Like I said, it's your boy D-Walk, Mr. Flynn A10, my partner Joe BNCO. You know how we do it. See y'all Saturday, all right? Peace.